Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, this venue will host Super Bowl 55 in a couple years' time, but for now, we've got non-playoff football here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Houston Texans. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the only six-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 6 guys. Bolt 50. 128. We got double up. Hey, Bolt 60. Rim.
There's Freeman. Well, the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Here it comes. Check 99. Say. Q. Hey, check it. Q. Wait, did he hit? Rip. Easy. Alert.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. The numbers for Evans a week ago. 5 catches, 107 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie. Yeah. Hit. Regular.
On 1st down, Brady. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, You always talk to the defensive guys, and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
On first down, it's Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Alpha. Hey, hey. That's correct. Hey, 66.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. First and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Johnson, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I'll let them make a change. A quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the pass in the running game.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Tackles. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
That's caught out wide by Stills. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Get set. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, baby. They turn it. Get that ball.
It's complete. Stills. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Underneath for Johnson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
We're scoreless after 1. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
You got to step it up.
Sugar! Go Bandit!
To throw, it's Brady.
Let's go.
He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Sugar!
On 1st down, it's Freeman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Now they'll throw with Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check it.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Wait, that's fly 20. 380 hit.
Oh, yeah.
380 hit.
Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
72. 72.
Now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on fourth down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Hard to believe, but the regular season starting to draw to a close. We've got the final Sunday night game of the year coming up later tonight. Matt Nagy and the Bears hosting his mentor, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be a good one from Frigid Soldier Field. And then tomorrow night, the final Monday night game of the year, Packers and Vikings from Minneapolis. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And Walker has it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off. Let's get off the field.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. I'll call it no gain there on the first down play.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and explode the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's your hands up.
Watson looks to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more that can't come.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected. All tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Houston. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On first down, it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Watson. And Walker with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Watson now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Running from the gun, Johnson. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take out blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
They had a good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, and this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Set. 19. Mike 54. All day.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Levante David in on the tackle. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Wait, set. 180. 51. Stay with 128. 450.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They'll always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Aaron Whistle out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen. Pass. Good work, boys.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, Alabama.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're going a little restless here in the second half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game, as you noted.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Delaney Walker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us.
He's got it, complete. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts at 17-10. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. How do you get back into the game?
There goes Duke Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Throwing now is Brady. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Watson now to throw. He locates Walker, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know you felt that one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, let's get second.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to Johnson again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On first down, it's Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Johnson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together